Okay, quick Thursday morning radar update. So 250 small caps punch through highs, just drifting off towards the zombie hours now. DAX, little gap down there, and FTSE 100 inside day. So kind of risk on for us still again. Quickly go and have a look. Metals are finding some love today. Let's quickly go and have a look. TLT, little dip on the TLT. I'll just go into the dollar bull as well. A little bounce on dollar bull yesterday. So a little fade back in here. Might be a nice day for metals. Obviously don't quote me on that because the future is unknown. I'm just trying to find gold and it's not in that list, it's in this list. Let's just go and have a look at what gold is doing. So we're up in that sort of no man's land, aren't we now? And you know, after this little reversal down in the lows here, active low, double bottom or higher low, higher high is what we call a swing kicker. Swing point was on this day here, and it's plus 10% out of there. So at some point I will just run through the gold stocks as well. I might do them tonight depending on how boring the screens are. Holiday Monday coming up, so it's a little bit it feels a little bit cruisy already in this market, and you know, people are on the whole, markets are acting with less conviction is basically probably a better way of putting it. They tend to get a little bit of pre-market sickness, and you get weird market action before holidays. Holiday reversals, short-term kind of action. So let's just jump straight into the volume leaders today. I forgot to run them yesterday. I was pretty ill yesterday. I'm still pretty ill today. Michelle's been up all night. She's extremely ill. We should have traded 25% to be on average volume. Not a bad volume day in the large cap sale. Let's just go through these by sector. Aerospace. Return to profit, return to growth on, and a tick up in the earnings. Lower high in the turnover. Lower high in the turnover. And pretty much the same for this as well. Okay, group. Crane wire, we sort of talked about that right side of a base. The next interesting area for this stock would be a first retrace. I'm not sure it's that high in the GTRS. I know it's accelerating on the turnover. 58 to 62. Oh, and on the earnings per share, so it won't be bad. You know, it's not very exciting stock, CRW. But yeah, it's got acceleration across the board, but you'll just notice that it's pretty high peg ratio because it's pretty sloth-like growth. Nothing wrong with that if that's your thing, but you know, in the world of growth stocks, we're trying to look for explosive growth, at least to enter into, and then we'll just ride. You know, in my world, put it in trend mode and ride them out. FX PO working on a swing day today. This is high in the GTRS. It's from this little base here, a little bit of a risky base, that one actually. It's up 250% on, you know, to the high. It's still up 220. I won't go too far off piece today, but you know, June, July, August, September, October, November. 5.5 months doing nothing after you get a quick profit. You know, this is what it takes to ride trends. Most people get bored around here. You know, it comes back up. A lot of people will go, oh, you know, it's back to where it was, I'll take my profit here. Some people will spew down here and go, oh, that's it, I can't take it anymore. You know, strangle the trade with a stop. Those who trade a trend following mythology will just understand that some stocks will be basing out in their portfolios on the primary trend anyway, while other stocks are moving up. And when other stocks stop moving up, you know, they might go into basing mode while it rotates back into this one again, you know. So you've got this one doing this, you might have another one doing this, and then you've got this one doing this, and then the other one might be doing this, is what I'm trying to get at. So, you know, it's nice to hold enough stocks, and it's nice when your stocks you're holding are doing different things, it's basically. But what most people do is they focus on very few positions and they put a lot of energy into those positions, and those positions should be doing something on their time frame. You know, in reality, you know, the people who make big money out of this game, the ones who if nothing's broken, don't try and tweak it, and, you know, don't push it around and strangle it with a stop and tamper with it or move into something else. Just let it work. And the best trades are going to be the longest ones you hold. If you're a trend follower, the longer you're holding it, the more money you're making. It's as simple as that. They all end badly. They all end by giving back some tail. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you make this much and you give back this much, happy days. That's what it's all about. If you micromanage, you only ever make if you micromanage, your stock moves this much, and you micromanage, you end up making this much all the time. So the reward to risk is for the trend. You know, divide this much by this much, and, you know, you will get small losers minus this much. When you average it all out, that is how money's made. Big winners, small losers, time in the winners. Losers tend to be less time. Some of them take time as well, losers. They really do. So I said no off-piste today, but I've just gone totally off-piste. Base building RPS, it's return to growth, return to profit. Its turnover's falling year on year on that one as well. That one broke out yesterday, didn't it? CKN, moving on. I'm going to get straight into the small caps. I'm hoping to see some action in those today. So back to my off-piste little section there. The market doesn't care what time frame you're on. The market will do its own thing in its own time frame. Halfords, you know, continues. And if I show the sort of R multiples of these opportunities, you know, even from that pullback, it's up for a stock like Halfords. Amazing. So just going sideways. This is normal. Suck it up. Put the log scale back up. Always use the log scale unless you're position sizing. Boku turning up again. That was on the swing screens Monday or Friday, can't remember. And into the small caps. Should have traded about 26% now to be on volume today, on average volume today. So no forward on that one. POS. This is a ticking down in the forward numbers, but structurally it's okay so far. VNet, no forward numbers. We saw it on Monday, was it? Tick down in the forward numbers on this one. Tick down in the forward numbers. Return to profit, return to growth on this one. Moving on. No forward. Can hear Michelle coughing in the garden. 1 second. I don't want to lose this screening. THS Teresa. Did that go through today? It did. It went through today. So a little bit of tomfoolery. This one's worth talking about actually because it went kind of sideways. High in the sky kind of little base level here. It's totally respecting that, but these high in the sky ones tend to want to visit mean trend. It moved into mean trend. It likes to, you know, have a look at SDI as well. They like to test the holders, don't they? And this one came in, and it's good to see it take the lows out and then work on a swing point today on a news day as well. So it will hit the screener at the end of the day, that one. Nothing wrong with it before, nothing wrong with it now. Be nice to know what it's trading towards next though, as in when the numbers fall into the GTRS rather than, you know, opinions. Egg Bees continues. Daily Mail and General Trust, right side of a potential base there. I think it had news on it today as well. Net Scientific, this is a lose less and turnover ticking up strongly. Breakout in the turnover by the looks of it. I kind of see it. I'll just punch it into the watch list so we can have a read of the news on that. But yeah, that's what you're dealing with. It's a POS area all day long. CTP. Cadence Minerals as well continues. I've got no forward on this. It was a CTP, POS CTP, whichever you want to call it, when we noted it. It's kind of, you know, they're volatile, these things. I know it's 70% out of the base, but in our multiples it's not that much. Dev. No forward on that one either. We might see a couple of interesting stocks hit the end of day screens tonight. It's a long way off, obviously, but I will leave it there. Okay.